I remember the exact moment I realized my electronics were gone. It was the kind of moment you never think will happen to you, but when it does, you feel like you're frozen. I had just finished a long day exploring the streets of Barcelona. The city had been buzzing with energy, and I was feeling that exciting mix of freedom and adventure you get when you're far from home, lost in a new place. I sat down at a cafe to check my photos, maybe post a quick update to social media. But when I reached into my bag, my heart sank. My phone, gone. And not just my phone, my camera, my laptop, all my gadgets I'd been using to document my trip, my connection to everything I'd been working on, and the one thing I thought was always safe. In an instant, everything I relied on was taken from me. I'll admit, I panicked at first. I retraced my steps, checked with the cafe staff, tried to stay calm, but deep down, I knew there was nothing I could do. And let me tell you, it's not just the loss of the devices. It's the feeling of being completely vulnerable, alone in a foreign place with nothing but your wallet and the clothes on your back. I'd heard horror stories about travel mishaps, delayed flights, lost luggage, even stolen items, but I never really thought it would happen to me. I guess I always thought travel insurance was something you paid for as a formality, something you only needed when something really bad happened. But this was bad. I'd already mentally calculated how much it would cost to replace everything, the amount of work I'd lose, and the stress of trying to get my life back on track while being far away from home. Then, I remembered I'd gotten travel insurance before the trip. I wasn't even sure it would cover a theft like this, but at that point, I had nothing to lose. I contacted the company, explained the situation, and figured I'd get the usual runaround, though we'll get back to you in 72 hours response. But to my surprise, it wasn't like that at all. Within 24 hours, I had a claim number, and within the week, I was getting an email saying I'd be reimbursed for a large portion of my loss. That's when I realized something important. It's not just about having insurance. It's about having the right kind of insurance, one that truly takes care of you when things go wrong. I remember sitting there, feeling that weight lift off my chest. It wasn't just the money, it was the feeling that something had my back, even when everything else had fallen apart. Traveling is supposed to be about freedom, about having new experiences and getting away from the usual routine. But things go wrong, and when they do, having that safety net can make all the difference. Here's the thing I wish I knew earlier. Travel insurance isn't just a what-if thing, it's a when thing. Because life will throw curveballs at you, especially when you're traveling. And while we can't predict everything, we can make sure we're covered when the unexpected happens. And trust me, this wasn't my first trip, but it was the first time I realized how important it is to have the right protection. Now, every time I travel, I always make sure I have a solid plan. A while ago, I found Oris to insure, and honestly, it felt like a travel insurance hack I stumbled upon by accident. It's not this big, flashy company. It's simple, straightforward, and more importantly, reliable. I've used them for a couple of trips since that Barcelona incident, and every time, I felt secure knowing that if something goes wrong, I have support. So, if you're ever planning a trip, no matter where you're going or how long you'll be there, just remember this. Having that backup plan in place can be a lifesaver. It's something I didn't know I needed until it was almost too late. But now, I'm never traveling without it. Check out Aura's to insure, and maybe it'll be the travel insurance hack you didn't know you were missing. 2. I hope your next trip is nothing but smooth sailing, but if something unexpected happens, at least you'll know you're covered. Take care out there.